Okay, so today my brother will be making a dish called meatloaf.
Well, here are the ingredients on display. First, we have the beef mince, we have 2 eggs, whole milk, bacon, mozzarella, hot chili, parsley, black pepper, seasoned salt, kosher salt. And over here, we have dark brown sugar, a cup of ketchup, and a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Well, first off, I'll be putting the beef mince inside this bowl since we're going to assemble the meatloaf. There we go. And then I'll be putting these inside here. So this is a teaspoon of kosher salt, half a teaspoon of parsley, a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of seasoned salt. There we go. Next up is the hot chili. This is a tablespoon of hot chili. And lastly, we'll be putting all this mozzarella cheese inside here. Since we got the dry ingredients out the way, I'll be moving on to the wet ingredients. Here are the 2 eggs displayed, and they're cracked now. These are the 2 yolks, and I'll be whisking them. You won't want to do too much, or else the yolk will be too runny. And next, I'll be adding the milk. Keep on mixing. Here's the wet mixture already, and next I'm gonna pour it inside here. Alright, so I'm going to mix this entire bowl into one big mush. Use your common sense and wash your hands before you assemble the entire meat. Alright, the next step is you're going to pour all that meat into your chopping board. And we're going to shape it up. Next, you want to get those bacon strips and cover the entire meatloaf. So here. Now that you've covered your entire meatloaf with bacon strips, we're going to transfer this big guy into the baking tray. But don't forget to grease your baking tray for obvious reasons. Oh, see, now it's in there. And next we're going to put this inside the oven. This will be in the oven for 45 minutes to an hour. On 120 degrees Celsius. Well, it wouldn't be meatloaf without the sauce, and that's exactly what we're making. So here are our components. Dark brown sugar, this is 4 tablespoons. A cup of ketchup. And 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And with that, we're just going to mix this entire thing. Alright, so it's time for us to sauce the meatloaf, and we're going to put it back in the oven. Alright, now that the meatloaf has been sauced up, we're going to put it back in the oven for a further 20 to 25 minutes. now we'll be making mashed potatoes to serve with the meatloaf. First, I'll be putting in a dollop of butter, and then I'll be adding half a glass of milk. We do this to give the mashed potatoes a creamy texture. So after the mashed potatoes are left here steaming in the pot, we are making beef gravy. So we're taking the meatloaf out the oven. It's ready now, and I'm gonna be slicing it into serving pieces. So here's the finished product. One serving consists of mashed potatoes, our meatloaf, and some boiled vegetables. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my rendition of meatloaf.